body in the corner, and then you talk about the chalkboard with the steering column on it, and you said something about pilots, and then that's about where he died.
Yeah, so it looks like this area in this room here is training pilots. It has a series of desks that are in a row, kind of lining up, but in the very middle of the room, there is a desk that is turned sideways and another desk colliding into it, like they're kind of like it was knocked about by the two desks.
Let me ask you this: can our lovely mimics be desks?
You're not sure.
Okay. So we don't have Jerry with us, right? He's at the ship.
Yep. Everyone else of your crew is at the ship.
Dude, I'm gonna ask him to poke it.
Ask Jerry to poke the desk.
We don't know what it is. Don't Jerry to get. Let me ask you this, because we're in a building.
Mm-hmm.
If I shot my gun, will everyone hear it?
Most likely. Who knows? They previously have fired weapons and have made it up here, which I think only Cordell is the only one that is a little injured. Not terribly.
Where is my... What do I have? I will do... I have a hammer.
Okay.
I want to take it and throw it to death.
Go ahead and roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier.
Alright, how do I do that?
So your dexterity modifier is on your main sheet. So we can just add it's 5. So it's a 10. So you throw the hammer and it just goes past it. Dink, dink, dink.
Great. Alright, so it didn't hit the desk?
Nope.
That bad of a throw. I just want to make sure those desks don't wake up.
Okay.
Do you guys think the desks are okay that look out of place?
There's only one that looks out of place.
Okay. Alright, well, then what I'll do, I'll take one for the team, I'll go up and try to loot it.
The desk?
Yeah.
Okay. As you move over, you grab the desk and try to open up the drawer, and you find that it's immediately stuck to your hand. And we're going to roll for initiative.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
I love it.
Well, I threw a fucking hammer into it. Oh, I guess I should get rid of my hammer on my first hand.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead.
You know, that's what you just did is the absolute best way to figure out if something is a mimic or not.
To just grab it, yeah.
Yeah,
So as it's kind of stuck to you, it deforms, and you see this like 4-legged spider-like creature that is stuck to you currently. And does it have an adhesive thing? Because it is an adhesive. So currently you are grappled by the mimic automatically because you touched it.
Great.
So.
Is there a way to get free from it?
You could try. Or kill it. They're not the most strong things, as your party would know. So, you guys can roll your initiatives. This will probably be a little quick. Okay. So, Edward Kenway, almost in reaction to being stuck by this mimic on your hand, you can feel it starting to burn you, like the acid of touching this thing. And you are first. You're like, I knew it, and you're like ready to start blasting.
Oh, before I start blasting, who's the human includes iguana?
What was that?
There's an iguana.
Oh, that's
What's
hunters.
the iguana?
That's hunters. I'm just leaving it there in the tracker.
Okay. Okay. That's hunters. Okay. All right. Well, I am going to. Where is it? Stop touching this asshole. Where is my? Yeah. I guess I can't steady aim because he's fucking touching me.
You're not moving.
Alright, I'll steady aim and I'll get an advantage one, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Get that on.
That hits.
Okay. And then I get sneak attack.
And it is most likely going to be Deed. D-E-D.
Oh. Shit. Hold on. I'm opening all the windows. There we go.
There you go. So this thing, as soon as you touch the desk and try to open it, it's stuck to you. And you can feel it, even though it's stuck to you, you can feel some of the tendrils on its like arms are trying to dig into your skin to almost like come into your body. And you just steady aim, blast it, and it is gone. And you see it explode, and you see a little core drop to the ground, kind of like its heart.
Cool. Alright, so they're not that hard to kill. Probably one shot in the face.
You guys are out of combat, as far as you know.
Alright. Anyone else can touch it. First, not me. Okay. Do I see anything interesting in this room?
Apart from the dead body?
Yeah, I'm gonna go look at the dead body.
Okay. As
Do
you
I see a stick anywhere?
see what?
Well, actually, I want to pick up my hammer.
Okay.
And then, do I see a stick or like something like a pole or something?
Nope, none here. It's just desks and the sort
There's
of.
a chair.
There is a chair. You pick up a chair.
I'm gonna pick up the chair and want to throw it at that dead body.
Okay.
Or
You
actually,
see
I'm
it.
not gonna throw it. I'm gonna like sort of poke it with the dead
Poke
body.
it. As you poke it, it kind of just slumps forward, and you see he is wearing a backpack.
Okay. All right. Let's look in that backpack.
Okay. As you pull him over and look inside the backpack, there is a device that you don't necessarily know what it does, because I don't think none of them have this item yet. It is a kind of spherical kind of ball, and as you touch it, it kind of radiates with energy, like.
Einstein, what is this?
Yeah, that's a no-wave transmitter. You throw that at something that uses psychic abilities, and then all of a sudden they can't use psychic abilities.
Okay. I will throw it to Baron. You hold on to this here, Mr. Sneaky Shadow Guy, and Mr. Spells and the Wizard.
Okay. So you
I
have
think it would be good for him to have it.
you have a null-wave transmitter. And that is all you find inside of the backpack.
Okay. Alright, I'll go back out of this room. And I guess we want to continue north up the hallway. And
Yep.
I will stop here. It's just to see what. Do I see anything interesting down in the left hallway?
So down this hallway, immediately on the right, like halfway down the hallway, it looks like a mini kind of glass containment area where they have grass growing on the inside of it and a flower that is growing in the middle. It's almost like a little sanctuary of just greenery. It's not broken or anything currently. It's just actually like kind of nice. And then it has the doorway that empties out into the lobby, which you can see down there. It looks like there is a table on the far end and a couple of chairs and couches and stuff in this main area, with these 4 big pillars that seem to hold up part of this roof.
Does anything look abnormal?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I don't fucking know. I don't trust this place. Is that under skills?
Yep. Currently, you don't see anything that's sticking out to you.
Alright, well, and then I'm assuming at the end of the hallway is a doorway or like something like that.
Yeah, it's just a doorway, but there is no door. Like archway.
Oh. And I will go in and look around the corner.
Okay. You see another room, which looks to be made of glass, immediately below you. It has a doorway that is opened, and on the inside there is a ton of scattered papers all throughout the floor in the room.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the first thing you see here. And apart from that, you just see a ton of couches and tables and chairs in this larger room that you're immediately entering into, with a big table, big square table on the far end of the room. And then you see there is in the bottom left, the far left side of the room, where the doorway is, it says restrooms. And then the bottom left, you see what looks to be a security room, where the other arrow is.
I suggest we go look at this glass room where all the papers are, but we look through the doorway first because I don't know if one of these papers is in there. And if we step on it, it says it right there. Can they get that small?
The last time they saw it turn into a coffee cup. It's probably the smallest thing they saw.
Oh, I can see you doing a piece of paper if you're doing a top. So are you guys okay with that, or do you guys have another suggestion?
I'm good with that. I think it makes sense. Be cautious.
Yeah. So then I'm just gonna like not walk in. I just want to like poke my head in and see if I see anything that looks weird.
So you see probably a number of sheets of paper, probably about 30, that are scattered in the center of the floor. There is a sort of destroyed machine of some kind on the far right side of the room. You're not sure what the machine does. It's kind of Warforgian or Constructian in making. And apart from that, nothing else is standing out to you. With the disorganization in this room, at least.
Alright. What I'll do is let me walk towards the papers.
Okay.
And not step on any.
Okay. So you take like 10 feet into the room?
Yeah. And then I'm just looking, so I'll be like, I guess like, we'll grab myself right here. I'm just looking at what I have in my inventory.
Okay. And Garrett and Cordell, you can also still see him because this whole room that he's in is made of glass.
Okay.
Let me ask. Anyone have a lighter?
Exactly what do you mean by lighter in D&D terms?
Like a cigarette lighter.
Got
Or,
torches and tinderbox and flint. Yeah, tinderbox and flint. I've got that.
Alright, this is what I want you to do. I have a tinderbox. I didn't know that's what that's for. I want to like light one of them, and I'm going to throw it into those papers.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Just roll a d20 to see. You said you're grabbing a sheet of paper first.
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't really want to grab the paper. I guess I should say I should have a candle. I don't want to throw the
I've got
candle in there.
Are you trying to burn this stuff, or are you just trying
Yeah,
to
I
generate
want to
enough
burn it
light
because
to
there's a
see?
mimic there. I don't want to touch it.
Okay.
I want to burn it.
Oh, it's just a mimic.
Yeah, but he needs to burn. You're an asshole. I don't know what to touch. I'm scared to touch anything.
Pat has done his job.
That's why I wanted to burn it. Unless you guys have another idea. Or another suggestion.
So,
That money, one of these damn papers is a minute.
okay. You know what you have to do? You have to get up fairly close to it, and you have to use your hands to pull your lip far enough back to show your teeth and its big kind of rictus grin smile, and that generally scares a mimic into revealing itself.
Oh, alright, I'll do that.
Okay. There doesn't seem to be any response.
Alright, then let's say if then there's nothing in the papers, let's look at this machine. I'm assuming it's down here.
It's on the far right side of the room, closer to the classroom.
Right here.
It'd be right about there.
Oh, perfect. Alright.
So this machine, it looks like it's kind of a weird machine for you guys. It has what looks to be like ink for scribing paper, and it has paper in it. And you put the paper in the top, and it comes out the far side with something written on it. It's like this weird technology. But it is broken currently. It looks like it has been smashed.
Oh, it's useless to us.
It is a modern day printer.
Okay, so it's useless to us. Alright, well, I guess this room's useless. I guess you said this arrow over here, is this like the security room?
So that is the door to the security room, which is currently closed.
Alright, well, let's look at the door then.
I want Garrett and Baron, as they kind of walk away, to make a perception check.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Good one. Skate the first one.
Okay, I'll take the first one. Baron. Oh, he's back. Internet. Still roding. Internet.
It's weird because the game's loaded fine for me. I'm right next to him. I was right behind him. I'm on his computer.
Internet.
Yeah, I threw a big lightning bolt outside.
Yeah, it's been constantly freaking raining.
It's fireworks for America. What are you talking about?
Oh, Pat. I guess while we're waiting for Daniel to join in, did you win Tuesday night?
No. Unfortunately.
Did you end up facing your dad at the end?
Nope. Next week. So, Garrett and Baron, both of you catch it subtly out of your eyes. You see the faintest glow of this greenish-blue energy that surrounds the door, and the door shuts very slowly and quietly as they sort of turn and walk away.
I don't like that.
So, Cordell and Edward, as you sort of come in here, and I'll also give this to Garrett too. Cordell and Edward, this is a sealed absolutely shut door. It doesn't look like there's any way to unlock it from this side. It's heavy, heavy steel. It doesn't even look like you can cut through it. No keyhole or anything to open the door. But Garrett notices on the outside here this rounded bubble from the lobby side. This area here where Garrett was at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right here.
These are super thick, like bulletproof window glass. But there is a couple of mail slits, like where you can put your hands through to pass something, like a letter. And he notices there is a red button right next to one of the doors.
You know, if only somebody had Mage Hand.
Does Baron have that?
Maybe.
Do you have Mage Hand?
Me? No, I'm a fighter. I don't have Mage Hand.
I'm asking Daniel.
Oh. I thought you were like,
No, you would
No.
know. I don't know. How would you shoot the fucking thing?
Alright, so I'm like, I see this button, and I'm like, hey Barrett, if it could, you can press it with Mage Hand.
Alright. I say go for it. So now have your. Actually, we can see inside this room,
Not from where you're at, no.
but on the other side you can. Is there any enemies or anything in there?
It doesn't look like it.
Okay.
I think what Garrett would also notice there looks to be a big shotgun that is laying on one of the counters, too.
Ooh, you just spoke sweet music to my ears. We're down there, we're going to fight over that one. That's good.
no, I think I'll let you have it.
Well, there's what's nice on this. I do have a
Ultra
shotgun. I don't know if it's better than mine. Actually, mine's not enchanted, so yes, it will be better than mine. Actually, no, it is. No, it is. It's a +1. Never mind.
Assuming it's enchanted.
Worst case, if no one will actively use it, we could always sell it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that too.
So what would you guys like to do?
Open the door.
Where's your shotgun?
So, the button is right there where I put the circle. There is, like, one of those mail slots between the bulletproof window, like, right here.
And where's the gun in Queen City? Is it?
It is on the inside of that room.
And glass area.
Yeah, it's like bulletproof glass of some sort.
Right here, where the gun is.
Yeah, we'll say it's in there.
I'll use Mage Hand shotgun first.
To grab the shotgun?
Yeah, just... yeah.
Okay. Are you trying to pull it back through the mail slot kind of thing?
Nope, I'm just saying if it's a mimic.
Oh, nope. It is. It does not transform.
Oh, the shotgun. That's sweet.
Then I will make sure I'm 30 feet back and press the button.
Okay. As you do, the door slides open.
Sweet. Alright. Well, before I walk in there, I look. Do I see anything weird in here?
There is not, in addition to the shotgun, you can see it now tucked under the counter. There looks to be like a bag, like a little tiny bag that looks like it has something inside of it. And there is also, next to that bag looks to be a bag of ammo, shotgun ammunition.
I'll go up to the shotgun first since that's not a mimic. What type of shotgun is it?
Just a normal modern shotgun for D&D standard modern firearm shotgun.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay.
And then I'll take the ammo.
So 20 modern. It was 20 modern ammunition.
Okay.
You have 30 or 10 sets of 10 currently, so now you have 12 sets of 10. And the last thing, do you want to grab the little bag as well?
Sure.
This, you're not sure what it is, but as you grab the bag, it is kind of has like a gelatinous bead on the inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sure what that is.
Oh, it's on.
Einstein. See nearby.
Who? Dr. Einbrown?
Einstein.
Yeah, he's kind of like in the lobby taking it slowly. He didn't notice the door, so he's kind of like, he's feeling a little brave right now. So
I asked him, I showed him this guy, like, what is this?
I don't know what that is.
Alright,
I thought you all had the magics to be able to do something like that. Check it out.
alright, Baron, what is this? I don't know what it is. I thought the Baron, he looked at it.
You can make an Arcana check if you would like.
To me?
The bear.
No, Baron, not me, because my Arcana sucks.
Yeah, this is a bead of nourishment. When you eat it, it provides you nourishment, and it has good flavor, and it keeps you full for a day by eating one bead.
Oh. Alright. Oh, whoever wants to can have it. Alright. Oh, that's that room. Is there... What's down over here?
So that heads back down to the catwalk, which is on the first floor.
Okay, so I don't want to go that way. Then what's over here?
These is a direction to the bathroom. The men's is up to the top, and the women's is on the bottom.
Oh, probably they're talking with the shitters. Well, we don't have any women with us, so...
As you all start to walk in this direction from the women's restroom, you do hear what sounds like the flush of a toilet.
From the women?
Yep.
Well,
Alright, Cordell,
I think
grab
that
your gun.
may not be a mimic. I got my gun.
Get it ready. Let's start slowly walking in, and then let's just sort of hide right around this corner, and let's peek. And let's see if someone comes out of the back.
I will stealth my way over there too.
How long are you all willing to wait?
Someone just went and used the toilet. They should be out in like a couple seconds, I would think.
Yeah.
He's going to sit in the women's restroom for 5 hours?
So you're waiting a couple minutes?
It's sure, that's fine.
Okay, you wait a couple of minutes. There doesn't seem to be any footsteps heading in your direction. Although you do see the slow roll of what looks to be an empty toilet paper roll out of the bathroom in your direction.
The door open.
Yep.
Oh boy.
We're being
Okay.
teased.
We are. Alright. I will go right here, Cordell, if you want to get the other side of the door. And,
Yep.
we'll peek. Let's peek in. Do we see anything?
You see, in this immediate part, is kind of like a nice hallway. It has some nice decorative pictures hanging on the wall. You can see some of the sinks in the far back part of the women's room, and you'd assume that there's probably about 3 or 4 stalls in here, but you can't currently see them from your angle.
If we don't see anything, I'm gonna just slowly step in.
Okay.
And where I'm standing right now, would I see the stalls?
Yes, you can see all the fronts of the stalls, and a larger handicap stall in the far back, where I put the square.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay down on my stomach or something like that and just look under to see if I see any feet.
Okay, yeah, you look under. You don't see any feet. It looks clean. And not only that, all of the stalls, suddenly the doors start to open and close. You hear the flushing of the toilets. And the stalls start clamoring quicker.
This shit's haunted? Alright. Cordell, get in here. I get back on my feet and... Yeah, something's not right.
So...
Edward's like... He's not a fan of ghosts. Like,
Did you try shooting it? You didn't try shooting it
what?
yet, did you?
You know what? No, I didn't. It just started doing this by itself. Trying to scare me.
Well, yeah, we're being teased.
I take my gun and I shoot one of the stalls.
Okay.
And don't tell me I'm gonna fucking miss the stall.
No, it doesn't seem to do anything on the stall.
Okay.
Although, Garrett and Edward Kenway, you hear a sudden, like screech, and you notice in the corner of the room, you see the faint glowish, greenish blue energy before a circle of the same energy appears underneath both Cordell and Edward Kenway. And that's where we're going to roll for initiative, and it got a surprise round.
Oh, okay.
No, that's the worst roll for a halfling, Cordell.
Yep.
For a halfling elf. So thankfully it got a surprise round because it rolled absolutely terrible. So this creature is considered invisible currently. But it does use its lift field. So
Yeah.
not only in addition to Cordell and Edward, this thing is underneath you. This like glowing greenish blue energy. You see a couple of the things that are now on the floor as well, like the toilet paper. All of it starts to lift up into the air. And you all are going to immediately take... you're hitting the roof, so both of you take 2d6 bludgeoning damage. So both of you take 10 damage. So, this green energy lifts you up and slams you into the roof, pretty much. And you are currently floating in the air in this lift field. So that will be the surprise round. Dr. Ian Brown is not partaking, so Edward Kenway. All you know is you were the only one, so I will give it to you for this round. You saw what looks to be a glowing greenish blue creature in the corner of the room that caused that field to lift.
Alright. Am I back on the ground now?
No, you are still floating in the air. Against the roof.
Poltergeist. Huge.
Ah.
Alright.
That's not the poltergeist.
Well, I don't think I can steady aim while I'm in the air, right?
Oh, currently it's already a struggle for you to shoot. So it would give you a normal roll, essentially. The steady aim could help you get a normal roll.
Alright, then I'll just do a normal roll then, and I'll then use steady aim as I give myself advantage.
Okay. So normal roll. That is a 19, does hit.
Alright. Do I get sneak attacks or no?
Unfortunately, no. It's still a really good roll! So as you shoot it, you see it like blood just spear off, and it tries to go invisible, like fade away. But it is really hurt.
Does it drop us?
No. The lift field is not a concentrating kind of thing. So, Edward Kenway, is that your turn as you stay laying in the lift? Okay. So Cordell, also caught in the lift field about 15 feet in the air. It is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot it with my pistol.
Okay.
Because I can't. First attack.
That hits. How would you like to do this?
Yeah, this is gonna suck. But once I realize that we've been had, I draw a bead on it and I shoot at center mass.
Okay. And the unfortunate part about being caught in the lift field, you all immediately come crashing down after the monster is defeated, and you both take an additional 2d6 of bludgeoning damage. 4.
I don't. So I'm 14. Okay.
I got you.
Damn. Okay.
You guys are out of combat. First encounter with the poltergeist went a little bit different than I thought. I still love the horror aspect of them. They're really good.
That was pretty good. I told you we were being teased.
You were. You did say so. Alright, well, I guess that's everything for the bathroom. Alright, well, if that's it, let's just
Let's
check.
go ahead. Let's go ahead and search it anyway. I'm gonna meander down here.
Okay. Yeah, in this restroom, you do not find anything of importance. It looks just like a bathroom.
Let's go see the real restroom.
The men's.
Looking in the boy.
Do I see anything, any poltergeist in here?
So, are you laying down looking under the stalls again?
Yeah, let's look. We never know.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Yeah, you might see some dipshits taking a shit.
Give me a perception check. Natural 1.
I'm gonna let Edward re-roll that with my ability.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
Oh, it also was another natural 1.
I don't want to get.
So,
I say it'd been a lot more fun if you would have just let him think everything was fine.
in the you're looking under all the stalls, and nothing really catches your eye, except in the handicap stall. You see, for a moment, you think it's like messing with your eyes, but it looks like a shimmery reflection, almost like space and or just the fabric of space around this thing is being distorted a little bit or displaced.
So I scream, is anyone in here?
Give me a persuasion check. You will hear a voice back. You are not one of those monsters, are you?
No. You shot me, you killed a couple.
Oh.
Are you in the handicap?
Yes, I am in the handicap.
Are you hiding or are you shitting?
I've been hiding and holding out for a couple of weeks now, waiting for help to arrive.
Open the door, what often hurts ya?
So you see him start to steadily open the door. Let me see. Do I have his picture? I do have it in my assets folder, but not in images yet. Do I not? What the heck? I guess I'll have to just... No, it's in here. Why is it not popping up? That is strange. Oh, it's too short of a... There we go. So you see this darker-skinned gentleman wearing a spacesuit with rounded glasses that pops out. He has a cloak wrapped around him, and as you're looking at him wearing this cloak, it kind of displaces his presence when the light hits the cloak. So it's kind of hard to gauge where he's standing He will introduce himself to you. Hello, I am Dr. Igayo. I am a sort of lead scientist when it comes to war forges and automatons here on Talos I.
I am Captain Edward Kenway, Cordell, Baron, Garrett, and we got fucking Dr. Einstein.
Which you probably see at this point, Dr. Einbrown is like just peeking in. He's just like, oh, hey, what's up, Igayo? How's it going? He's like, I did not expect you to still be here. Impressive to see you have made it out alive.
I see, know each other.
Yes. Dr. Einbrown is the lead interdimensional travel specialist scientist.
Oh, goody. Alright. Well, we're trying to deal with this situation here at the space station. The gentleman who took it over, we have a history.
Oh, I have not heard of anything that is happening apart from the Typhon outbreak on the space station. But
there's a guy here leading all of it. We're gonna go kill him. You want to join?
I do not think I am suited for combat. However, if you can provide me passage off of the space station, I can give you this item that I have found.
Sure.
As he holds out a cloak of displacement.
Cool. Alright. Then
A cloak of displacement.
who would want
I
that?
like
Who would
that.
that best fit?
One of Cordell's favorite items.
And then we'll give it to Cordell. Give it to Cordell.
See, I can take that. I can keep the boots of Elvenkind, the cloak of displacement, the stone of halfling luck, and I can donate my cloak of Elvenkind to somebody else.
Alright. And I
like
say to Dr. Gaio or whatever his name is.
A Gaio.
Yeah, I said Gaio. Give it to Cordell.
Well, where is your passage out of Talos I?
You go down to the first floor and then look for a dumbass St. Jerry.
Intriguing. Is all of the Typhon eliminated on this floor? Is it safe to travel?
We believe this floor and the first floor, they're all gone.
And Dr. Einbrown's like, yeah, I think it's pretty good. He's like, oh, well,
This boy works on our ship.
I appreciate it then. As he takes his cloak off, he will hand it to you, Cordell. So let me go ahead and grab you that. And
Let me ask this. To Garrett, should we set up the mind reading thing that you do to talk to when, like we do on Discord, and give one to Jerry so if we get to the top of this, he might be able to bring the ship up to us. Then we can walk all the way back down, or you know what I mean? If something happens, we had to jump out a window or something, he can bring the ship around.
Yeah, originally I didn't connect Jerry to it, but we can definitely go back down and do it.
Okay. So I say, unless you guys thinking differently, we go down with the doctor, connect Jerry up, and we walk back up to the second floor.
Okay. Yeah, we can shortcut it too because it is safe for what you believe in the moment. And Dr. Igayo will turn to you as well, Cordell, since he gave you the cloak for assisting him. He will give you a healing salve, which is one of those med packs that heals you. No, this is a different one. This salve, it gives you 1 hit point. So you can use a salve on someone that's dead, essentially. Or dying.
Nice.
I know it is not
Going in the
much,
pouch.
but hopefully it will save one of you if you get injured.
Thank you, Dr. Agayo.
Not a problem.
Most kind.
I know who's going to be the one getting injured. That's me.
Yeah.
I got a history.
Django.
He's coming after me first.
Yeah, I think Django likes you about as much as he likes a case of gonorrhea.
You sure this isn't Django?
Alright, well, Well, I guess let's go down to the ship. Let's hook Jerry off.
Daniel,
Back up here.
that was cheeky, Daniel. I caught it.
Thank you.
I
I was also not so.
You sure this
I
isn't
didn't hear it. I
Django?
missed it.
He said, "You sure this isn't Django?"
You know what? That's a good point. If I go up, I poke his face.
He's like, "What are you doing?"
Making sure you're not the bad guy.
I have been through a lot, but this is something new even for me.
Alright, let me ask this. You know Einstein over here, right?
Oh yes, I do know Dr. Einbrown. I have worked with him.
Einstein, come over here.
Yeah,
You know this guy, too.
Dr. Ein's like, yeah, I've worked with him a time or two. He actually made that thing that was in the other room.
Shush.
Huh?
Don't say anything. I want you to ask him 3 questions that he would only know the answer to.
I'm gonna
Fair.
whip out my recliner, put my feet up, and start eating a bowl of popcorn.
So Dr. Einbrown would be like, "What's that thing in the other room called?" He's like, "That is a printer. Where can we find the nearest terminal to use the tracking bracelets?" In Talos lobby, first floor. Ooh. This is a good one. This is the best thing. Only someone that's worked with me will know what was in my flask every day during work. As he lets out a belch, he's like, yes, it was your special whiskey. He's like, yeah, this is the real guy.
Alright, we're good then. That's actually a good thought. I didn't think of that. Thank you, Daniel. Or thank you, man, I should say. Alright, you're good to go.
Oh,
Because this guy can
thank you.
shapeshift into other people.
Well, it sounds like this person is fairly dangerous then.
Yeah, he's first plus one. Well, I'm not falling for that shit again.
Until we fall for it again.
I'm not falling for that again until I fall for it again. The law of timing.
You know we haven't vetted Dr. Brown, right?
What?
We haven't vetted Dr. Brown.
No. Alright, well, I guess let's get to the shift. Let's get Jerry hooked up to our comms.
Okay.
And then let's come back up to the second floor.
Okay. So we'll say you get all that and you get Jerry involved in. And Jerry's like, as soon as you guys are starting to walk away, you hear Jerry like, "Jerry is testing it. Jerry's here. Can you hear Jerry?"
We gotta have Garrett roll for how many hours we get.
Jerry's like, he's just messing with the comms the whole time. Can you hear me now, Captain?
No.
Jerry is here in your brain.
Alright, so I guess in the psychic whispers, connect Jerry, Edward, and
Go to Cordell.
Cordell.
You or Cordell?
Okay, yeah, I'll grab Cordell. They're all connected to me. For 3 hours right now.
Perfect. Alright. Let's go back, I guess. We get back to the second floor. And then, what is it?
Go through the yellow loading zone.
Yeah, go to the loading zone.
Okay, so let me go ahead and, as the loading zone is triggering, you see pictures of the lobby that flash up and, like video game sense, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So let me drop you guys' tokens on the new map. And you'll see what I mean, how they all kind of connect together. It's very, very video game-esque because it came from a video game, so it's perfect. You guys are in the far bottom side coming from the shuttle bay. Immediately in front of you guys, you see a similar situation to what you had before. There looks to be a security office immediately to your left with the same bulletproof glass window, and it has the slots with the button on the other side. And then directly ahead of you looks like an information booth at this flat wall, and on the far side of the room is the elevator, where I'll put the square where the elevator is.
Let me ask you, when you made this map, did you make the center look like a dude's face?
Nope, this is from the game.
Oh, it looks like a face.
Yeah, this is straight from the game.
Yeah, it kind of does. Now I'm seeing it.
So, as you guys come into, Dr. Einbrown will point to the flat wall directly ahead of you guys into the main area. He'll say, "That's the station map right there. Everything you need."
Alright, so let's go look at it. Now,
Pulling up my magic item sheet because you guys are in a different area and I have numbers.
what did I do? Oh, what did I do?
You drew a big vector. Oh, you're trying to move. Hold on, I got it. There you go.
Thank you.
That token's locked.
Ah.
So, as you come into this big room, there is a set of staircases on either side of the back left and back right that go up to the second floor and the third floor.
Mm-hmm.
The far left side of the room looks like a showcase room. The right side is a office room. This other one in the top right, it says direction to psychotronics.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the far bottom right side is the same pair of men and women's bathrooms. And then this one here to your immediately left of where you came in it looks to be the main security office.
Alright. Oh, I say we go anywhere. Well, let me ask this. Do I see anything interesting on this map?
So, for you guys, and it's actually a good question, there is multiple parts of the station. It's a full map of the station, a 3D rendering. It's spinning, and it X's out a whole bunch of areas that are no longer accessible for whatever reason, whether they are inhabitable because it has no air, or whatever reason it's blocked off. And there's only a handful of areas that are accessible, so I can read those out to you. These are the main ones. As soon as I pull up my loot map, because that should have everything I need. You have where you're at currently, Talos I lobby with the 3 floors. You have 3 floors of the crew quarters, 2 floors of the Arboretum, 2 floors of the shuttle bay, the Psychotronics, and the Talos I bridge.
That's where he'll be, is the bridge. I would assume that's like the center.
That's how you pilot the space station.
Yeah, that's where Django is.
You're spoiling it, man. What the hell, man? So.
Oh, it's common sense.
that's where you would see currently all these areas, and it's going to just give you the full access to all the maps. So when you get to the area, you don't have to explore, kind of like how we've been doing. We'll just say you didn't have to do that because Dr. Einbrown previously would have just told you what each room was and the layout, and now you have the full layout. You just don't know what's in where currently.
How do we get to the bridge?
On the map, it shows you have to go via the elevator all the way up to the Arboretum, and then follow the path in the Arboretum to the bridge.
Alright, well, I say let's look at the security room and let's head to that elevator, because I want to get this out of the bridge.
Okay.
Unless anyone here thinks it differently. I don't think we should. If we explore every room here, we'll be here for hours. I don't even know if all these rooms need explored.
There. I will say there is a lot of loot inside of the dungeon.
Yeah, but they miss out potential
I'm all about food.
good stuff.
Alright, fine. Okay. Alright, then let's go to, I would say, what's the word I'm thinking? Let's start with the security room first.
Okay.
And I'm assuming it's the same situation, it's locked.
Yeah, it has the button next to the door that is currently closed. And you have those like mail slots that you can seemingly fit your hand through.
Einstein, is this whole space station on a lockdown?
Yeah, I'm assuming so after Typhon broke containment.
Is there a way to lift the lockdown?
I'm not sure actually. That's a good question. Yeah, he's kind of looking at the map too. If I had to guess, it's probably from one of these other areas that's currently inaccessible.
Okay. I'll say that would probably open all these doors up. That's why they're all locked. Okay. Alright, Salo, let's try to get in that security room then. Is there anything interesting we see in there?
From your current vantage point, no.
Oh, it's a security room. They might have something. Do you want to use your mage hand there and open it there? Yeah, where are you not with us? You're what?
I'm in the back and I can't hear you. You're sitting behind the
Oh, yeah, I'm yelling at you. There, open the front.
I think every other door on this one is open currently. Just as a heads up.
Just
For
let,
you.
Oh, then we should wait. I think we should probably explore first before we start pulling levers.
Alright, fine. Okay. Where do you guys want to go first? Someone tell me a direction to go. Or... Alright, well, let's go left. We'll go this way.
Okay. So as you start to head in that direction, you see two pillars through the doorway with like a half wall between them. Mm-hmm. And this looks like a sort of history of the development of some of the products here on Talos I. And you hear this heavy footstep thumping. And you see this tall creature, probably 6 foot tall, stomping around the room in a circular orbit around the half wall.
Okay.
Give me a perception check, too.
Perception.
Natural 20. You spot what looks to be in a glass case in the middle of the room a neuromod.
How's a neuromod?
Oh, they're nice. They're good. They essentially give you proficiency in a skill or language or weapon. They give you a free proficiency essentially.
Oh, cool. Is that only for one person or for everyone?
One person.
Okay. Well, let's go up there and try to talk to him.
So you're gonna go, oh, hey, let me show you what he looks like. I actually have the picture. You see this guy stomping around.
It looks nice.
He's not very pleasant. Kill him.
Well, he's in a glass container, so...
No, he is not. He is currently stepping around the room in a patrolling fashion.
I'll walk in the room and be like SpongeBob SquarePants, the episode where he gets all fancy, say, "Hi, how are you?"
He immediately spins around, and you see yellow starting to flare on his head, like he's charging a beam at you.
Oh shit!
We're gonna roll initiative again.
Yes.
I don't know why that was like in my freaking mind.
Hi, how are you?
That's I don't know. You know what
It's like
I'm
this-
talking about, right?
It's like the SpongeBob is normal.
Yeah, you
So-
see, that's the normal SpongeBob.
So, Cordell, first on the jump. You see Captain Edward Kenway step into the room. Hi, how are you? And all of a sudden you just hear a very familiar sound to you from the last first floor.
No, that was my 6 spaces. Have I got enough visual on him
I'll give it to you.
to be able to get a shot? Okay. Okay. First shot.
Hits.
That's a hit. I'll take that.
He's looking real rough. Boosh.
Another hit. Boom.
As you fire 2 shots, you hear from upstairs. But you're out of combat currently.
Okay.
You're welcome, Captain.
Thank you.
And the neuromod is right in the middle of the room in a case.
Alright. So we go in and look at it.
It is a needle that is wrapped inside of a binocular. Let me show you. So you put the needle, or you put the binocular up to your eye, and then you hit the button.
Mm-hmm.
So it stabs through your eyeball.
Oh, it's one that you know we were talking about this. Now I know what you're talking about.
Yep.
Now this makes sense to me. But they can also have some disadvantages.
Why's that?
I don't know. You're putting something in you. I don't want to use it.
You're not going to use it. Okay.
No. If anyone else wants it, by all means.
So we'll say you do have a neuromod.
Alrighty, what can we do? That's going to give us a free skill. I might do a second one.
Do a second one.
I guess Cord no.
Baron or Garrett wants it. See, now it'll just give
I
you
used
proficiency. It won't give you expertise, will it?
Nope.
Just proficiency. Okay.
But it lets you take new weapon proficiencies, new armor proficiencies, anything. And languages.
I have no idea. The only thing that I could think of that would really be useful was if I did it and took the medicine skill.
It's up to you.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing I can think of where that would make sense for me to do that a second time, unless it gives me expertise with something. What does the rest of the group think? You like that idea? You don't like that idea? You like, nope. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Fine either way.
keep it for later.
All right,
You
we'll
always
keep it for
decide
later.
later.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll decide later.
There you go. I gave it to you in your inventory there, Cordell.
All right, cool.
Alright, is there anything else in this room?
In this room? No, not currently.
Alright, let's go.
Actually, didn't give it to me. I need the items. Neuromod. Because I actually made one now. Boom. And this would have been... I'm just marking it on your sheet that you've had one inject, but you have... You still have the free one to use. So, where would you guys like to go next?
I say I moved up further north.
Oh, around? So this is where you come around, and in the picture, Talos lobby image number 2, this, you'd be coming around the right side of this image, and you would see the front of the elevator where the square is.
Alright. I go up to the elevator and I just check to see if it has power.
It does, but as soon as you try to hit the button to open the elevator, it says, access card.
Right.
And you'll hear a message come into all of your minds. I think the elevator is currently only operable via Morgan Yu and Alex Yu's key cards. Somebody that holds rank within the sort of company. There might be a spare replacement for the key card here on the 3rd floor in Morgan's office.
Alright, well, let's go find... Well, let's look down here, then we'll go find his office.
Which I think Dr. Brown would reiterate. It's like, it's so weird hearing Morgan's voice again. It's been some time.
Mm-hmm. Were you too close?
Who's close with there? A lot of people here on Talos I. Good CIO.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Well, then let's go... let's go then over here. What's in here?
Which one? This, it has a... it's a hallway that looks like it leads to the psychotronics. When you go down the stairs, it takes you deeper into Talos I, to where the psychotronics are. You can make an investigation check if you would like inside the room to see what else in here. Because you do see, it looks to be a couple of... There's actually it's a character sheet.
I'll cast guidance on...
6.
Okay. So there is a character sheet for a... what is it? It's offices and humans in offices or something like that. The human equivalent of a D&D campaign for people in D&D. That it details a guy, a CEO of a company that he has all of his stats written out as like 10s across the board. But you find his character sheet, and in this room, there is 2 things under the desk that you sort of see where this character sheet is sitting on. There is a briefcase, and within the briefcase is 2 things. A neuromod and a talking doll. You hear me?
A talking doll. Is
Yep.
the talking doll called Annabelle? That would actually be pretty cool.
So this doll... Nah, you wouldn't know what it does yet. I think it's more funny.
Okay, is there a button on it or a string on it to pull to make it talk?
Doesn't look like it.
How does it talk?
I guess you'll have to find out later.
Alright.
Do we know if it talks, or are we just speculating? Can't.
It looks like a talking doll, like a rag doll with some clothes on. It has some sort of magical element to it. It has a couple of runes imprinted on the doll itself.
Okay.
And then you find another neuro mod, so I'll throw that one in the party sheet too for whoever would like to take that eventually.
Yes. Alright, who wants to take the doll?
I'll pass on that one.
Yeah, I don't really want to hold that thing.
It's perfect for Jerry.
Let him get possessed by this fucking doll. No thanks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cordell, you want the doll?
No.
Okay, well, we're just gonna leave it here then. I don't even want to touch the thing. Alright, what else is down this hallway?
As you say the words, touch the thing, you hear the doll start to talk.
What?
It was a painful experience. And then it stops.
What was a painful experience?
There's no response.
Touch the thing.
It was a painful experience.
Oh, we don't know what to say. Okay, I really don't want to talk to this thing. I really don't want to think that. Leave it for anyone else. Oh, actually, you know what? Ice cream for Baron! Get over here.
Nope.
Ice cream for you. You're not gonna talk to the fucking doll?
Okay, no, that is.
You're the magic guy here. Well, just look at it. And just look at it and see if you know what type of doll it is.
It's a doll.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm not touching the fucking thing. Because something's gonna happen as soon as I touch the damn thing. You know what?
What's that thing?
You're a bad, bad man, Pat.
I rolled for the loot and it kind of made sense with the story, so I kept it.
You know what? Fuck this. I take my gun and I blow its fucking head off.
Wow. Okay.
This is actually interesting. So your gun is magical, but the bullets that you shoot are not. This doll is magical, so it does not destroy the doll.
Alright, fine, okay. And I noticed that, then I stab it with my magical dagger.
That destroys it. So no talking at all. Goodbye. Goodbye, trauma doll. Yeah, it was somebody's coping mechanism, probably.
That's a charter.
Okay. Alright, alright, so let's continue down this hallway. What do we see?
For simplicity's sake, we'll say it goes to another loading area to a different map.
Okay, let's not go there then yet.
There is a room here
Back, we'll go.
that you could see before going down. It's kind of barred up. Like,
Okay.
it not only is it barred up, you can see an individual that is collapsed on the inside of it. So you can't get inside of the room, but you see this individual is collapsed and it looks like they died of denourishment of some kind. But you also see that they have scratched numbers on the wall of how long that they were in there possibly. And you were like, oh, okay, you'd probably think maybe 2 weeks most surviving in there without food or water.
Mm-hmm.
They seemingly have been in there for what looks to be maybe 90 tick marks. Not only are they 90 tick marks, they start to get more and more agitated and deeper into the wall as the days went on. Almost as if this person had gained new strength before dying.
Okay, so we don't know if this fucker's gonna come back to.
I will say this room,
Alright.
this whole room is inaccessible essentially. You can only see into it. Like they were purposely barred in here.
well, let's not try to. So we come back and let's go down to this room.
Okay. This room, it looks to be a meeting room. It has a large projector screen that is currently acting as if it is under the effects of multiple minor illusions in succession. You see scientists working in a lab, and then they're working with these black creatures, and they're sort of stabbing needles into these black creatures before the feed shuts off. And you see inside of this room, there's a kind of like a large round table in here with approximately 8 chairs on either side, so 4 on each side, and a couple of papers and coffee cups sitting on top of the table.
There's nothing really interesting in here then?
That is up to you.
Can I do like can someone do an investigation check?
Look through the room.
I'll do an investigation.
I'll cast guidance on you.
So you're gonna
My
go.
investigation sucks.
Cordell gonna go inside and check out the room.
Look
Didn't need it.
Didn't need it. It helps though, because I'm gonna let it save you in this instance. And also, Baron, would you like to move closer to be with the group, or are you safe where you're at? Okay. So Cordell, I'm gonna give this one to you.
Okay.
Mainly because I stated how many chairs there were. There does appear to be 8 seats. And when you're looking at the table, you're like, it's weird. There's 12 coffee cups.
There's mimics in here.
All right. Let's see.
Natural 20 with a 25 total. That's what that gets you.
Yep. Let's see here. No, I don't have that. Right. Instead of using my bullets, I'm gonna take out my rapier,
Okay.
and I'm gonna walk over. I'm assuming that table's
In the middle
right
of the
about
room.
here.
Yeah, we'll say in the middle of the room.
Yeah. Right. I'm gonna take and use my rapier to stab some of those cups.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack for me. And we'll reduce the number of mimics before the fight starts. If that does hit, so go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay.
You get a surprise attack. Immediately, you stab into the coffee cup. And since it thought it was hidden, and you just came in here, you slice it and you stab right through it. You pick it up and you have this coffee cup that's on your sword, and as you lift it up, you can see it turn into that black spider-like creature before it just passes on to the next life, and you see the core drop. The other 3 immediately form into the mimics, and we're going to go ahead and roll initiative. As you have triggered the 3 other mimics that are currently in the room. Wow, these are
Another nat 20 for Cordell.
These are some beefy mimics in this room. Holy cow.
Wait.
Alrighty, Cordell with a 28 on initiative. Top of it.
There you go. All right. I'm gonna keep using the rapier. I'm gonna step up to pipe and mimic number 3 and attack.
That hits barely.
Wow.
Grazing
Alright.
clip on him.
Second attack.
Also hits.
Yeah, there we go.
Bigger damage. He's on death's door. You can see him kind of like flickering, like.
That'll be my turn.
Okay, Garrett.
Alright, so move here 5, 10.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pop the snakes here, and I'm gonna strike mimic number 3 there with a psychic blade.
Okay. That hits. And that is going to be a dead mimic number 3. His 1 hit point couldn't withstand 5d6 of damage.
So as a bonus action, I'm going to step back a bit and hide in this corner and end my turn.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check. Mimic number 1. He sees you stab his friend. He is going to immediately jump over at you, Cordell, and try to make a tendril attack. Oh, only a 30 for a hidden. Awesome. So, as the mimic jumps over at Cordell and tries to stab at him, he misses, and that's the mimic's turn. Baron.
Yeah, this is what I get. Thingy. I'm gonna minor the trauma dog voice behind Edward.
You just hear, it was a painful experience. Behind Edward.
What the fuck? Fucking haunted for killing that thing. My character hates ghosts. He thinks like this shit.
So, Baron, is that it for you? Traumatized Kenway?
Yeah.
Okay.
Horrible person. Absolutely horrible.
Mimic 2 is going to backflip over to get flanking, and it is going to use its pseudopod attack at advantage, which is a normal roll. Did you attune to the displacement thing, Cordell? Cloak of displacement? Natural 20.
Got it on.
Oh, okay. So you did attune to it.
Yes,
Okay.
I did. I marked it on the sheet.
Gotcha. Okay. Grant.
Okay, so you put
I know what it is.
The effect.
Elvenkind
Fair
twice.
So
What is there?
he would have had.
No, I forgot to mark it as equipped.
Yeah.
Is what I did on this character sheet. I just marked it, so we're good.
There we go. And you don't have the cloak
Yeah.
of Elvenkind anymore on, right?
No, I've got it listed as carried.
Okay. So the mimic, even with the disadvantage in the advantage, granted, normal roll, natural 20. Cordell takes 15 pseudopod damage, bludgeoning. And that will be
Damn.
the mimic's turn. Edward.
Good thing I got 74 hit points.
I'm just gonna shoot this dude steady aim with advantage.
Alrighty. Hits. You get sneak attack. And that is one done exploded mimic. You pull out the gun, and the mimic just scatters onto the floor.
Alright. Cool. Alright, now I got one left.
Alrighty. That's your turn there, Kenway. Cordell.
Okay. Back to me. Oops. Here we go. Type in number 1. Back with a repair.
Hits.
Boom. Keep going down.
8 damage is good.
Second attack.
Natural. Oh, 2!
Natural 2. That's a
Right
miss.
there.
Barely a miss. The 12 AC of the Mimic's too strong.
Okay. All right. We'll make up for it next turn.
That's it for you, Cordell?
Yeah, that's it.
Alrighty. Garrett. Mr. Hidden from the Mimic.
Alright, so I'm gonna use my, my elements of surprise and sneaky to basically take a peek again and fire and finish off this mimic, hopefully.
I like to think you're using Edward Kenway as like a steadying platform for your pistol, and his ears are ringing.
Luckily, I'm not using my gun. I'm using the psychic blade. It's not that bad.
So Edward Kenway just hears flying past him, or in between his legs. That hits there, and you do get the sneak attack, Garrett. And I think this should just about do it for the combat. As you take out the Typhon, explodes, leaving the core again on the ground. So you guys have explored most of this whole first floor so far.
Go. Alright. Well, I guess that's that. If there's nothing else in here, this will take us back up to that barricaded room, correct?
Yeah, that room is sealed off on both sides. So heading south, there's another one of those like plant areas, and then this is the bathrooms. From where you're standing currently, Kenway, you can see the women's bathroom to the north is sealed off, like they stacked furniture and bookshelves and stuff in there, and someone put a sign next to it that says Mimic.
Alright, I'll just leave that there. Then what about the men's restroom?
It is open.
Alright. Cordell, come here. We're gonna go check the toilets again.
But I think you need to take Garrett with you this time. We always get in trouble when we go check the toilets.
Alright, Garrett, come here. We're gonna go check the toilet. Actually, you know what, Garrett? You go in there first. You can look under the stall if you're tiny. You don't have to go on my stomach again.
Oh, wait a minute. We can't do that because Garrett's too busy hiding behind me. He's anticipating combat.
Before they go
Or we could go together and you can go
All right.
behind me this time.
All right. He'll ride
I'll
on
be
my back
behind you, Garrett.
with a crossbow.
Just gonna stealthily, quietly walk in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And before, Baron, what were you gonna do?
Before they start going in, I would cast Minor Illusion. In the side, I have Edward.
Oh no! So out of the corner of your eye, because he's also fairly perceptive, he sees just a visage of the doll, snaps his head over, and it's gone.
It makes me jump. Wait, did you just fucking see that?
What?
I said that. Did you just see the fucking doll?
Doll. I haven't seen no doll. Not since you blew it away with your dagger and gun.
I just heard it right before we walked in that meeting room, and I just fucking saw it.
So now you got a guilty conscience for killing a kid's toy. You're a mean, mean man.
I know, I did worse shit in my life. I don't think this would be the top of it. Garrett, do you see anything in there that's not a doll?
So in this restroom, Garrett, I'm not gonna have you roll because it is pretty spotless on the floor. It's a little dusty, I'd say, but apart from that, you don't see anything that stands out.
Not even if I investigate and
Looking through, you just see like the toilets and the toilet paper and all that, and everything seems to be in order. Nothing hidden. No,
Alright.
no mimics.
Like, yeah, there's nothing, just a bathroom.
Oh, I'd say then let's head to the security room, because I think that's the last room we have to explore. And then we can, what do you call it? He can, Baron can use his mage hands to open the door.
Which, when you guys start to come back to the way to get to the shuttle bay, you see Dr. Einbraun. He's just sipping on a big stein. You guys explore more?
Is all you do is just sit there and drink?
I don't have any projects working on right now. My main project is survival.
That's a pretty
Why
good
is he
project.
here again with us?
Oh, you
Because
want?
he's got an access card.
Yeah, you wanted me to show you how to get to the space station and look at the map. I think I did a
How
good
much
job.
are we paying you?
I'm getting paid?
Oh, good,
We
you're
told him
October.
we
Keep him alive.
we told him we would take him back to whatchamacallit, the guild when we go back.
Gotcha. Alright, cool. Okay. Alright, well, I will say, let's, use the mage hand to open the door.
To go through and hit the button and then open the door?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Before we do that, I'm gonna subtly whisper, Papa.
Do I see him doing this? Can
Well,
I do
silently... I mean, you're fairly perceptive, so Baron, if you're trying to be stealthy, make a stealth check.
3 times as fun. Well, at least
And it'll be against Edward's passive. So Edward does spot you doing it.
So you're a fucking asshole.
So the security booth is over here on the bottom left. There's a hallway that goes down into that security room, and Dr. Einbraun is standing in front of the bulletproof glass. The far bottom. You guys are up where the information center is, essentially.
Oh, so we're not next to it?
No, it's down here to the bottom left.
Oh. Okay, I thought it was where I said it is.
Yeah, that's where the big map is, essentially.
Okay. Alright. Open the door. We can get inside and see.
Yeah, so you can hit the button from this side, essentially, and then go up and back around down the hallway to get into the office.
So we have to go, like, hold on. We gotta go like this.
Yep. But you open the door from this side, essentially, because it's locked down.
Gotcha. Cordell, Garrett, come to me, I would say, then Baron can go with Einstein. Cordell, you're on the wrong side.
On the wrong side.
So you'll hit the button, Baron?
Deal.
Okay. So you put the hand through, hit the button, the door opens up on the other side.
Alright. Before we walk in, do we see anything suspicious?
Let me see. Actually, funnily enough, you see one thing that immediately stands out from the door opens up. There is what appears to be a fishing rod of some kind underneath the counter.
What? Where the fuck there be a fishing rod in this place? Well, I'll go to the fishing rod and grab it.
Okay. Yeah, this fishing rod is about 10 feet long, and it has some very small runes carved into the fishing rod.
So it's magical.
Possibly.
What would you do with a fishing rod? Besides going fish.
Fish.
Can we fish for large space creatures?
We did encounter a giant space whale,
Fair.
so
Alright. I'll throw it in my inventory and we'll just keep it for later.
Yeah, to get to a point where you can identify it.
Yeah.
Eduardo. Okay.
Alright. Is there anything else in here?
In here currently, let me get you there. So you found the fishing pole. You come in. Oh, also in that room that you were in, there looks to be a illusionary screen on it. That is currently like a blue screen. That's all it is. It's
So
just like a
we're
pure
seeing
blue
a
screen. Whatever system that this might control is offline.
I didn't realize Microsoft was in this universe.
And as you come down here into the lower room, there is a single desk that is in the bottom. And then there is a door that it looks like somebody tried to pull open, like a heavy metal door that slides. It looks like they tried to pull it open, but it's just not. It's kind of stuck. Like, whoever it was wasn't strong enough to get it
Can we
open.
look inside?
Yeah, you can look inside and you see there is a deceased person that looks like they are handcuffed to the table.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they were stuck in there. Possibly somebody was trying to get them out, but couldn't get the door open.
Gotcha. Do you think there's any importance of that person?
Give me a perception check.
I'll cast guidance on Edward. So you can add an extra D4 to that.
It does look like
Nice.
there's some sort of carving, like someone, the person that was handcuffed to the table was trying to carve something into the table. That's all you can really judge from this location.
Well, see if we can get this door open. Do you think with this? What should I be? Cactus skills. Where would my strength be under million? So who has the high strength here? Anyone strong here?
oh,
I'm a 9 strength.
my strength. I've got a 14 strength.
You want to try to open the door?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Strength check.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a strength check. Yeah.
19. No, wait a minute. 17.
You are pushing and pushing and pushing. You get your back into it a little bit, and eventually the door starts to shove open very slowly, but you're able to just push it open. And as you now see this person, it looks like they were being incarcerated or investigated into something. They have a tattoo on them that looks to be the symbol of the Scarlet Brotherhood. And on the table where they were sitting, you can see their hands are bloody, and the table has a carving on it that simply reads Medbay 0417.
Alright, that sounds like a code. So if we go to the med bay and there's a door that's locked, maybe we can use that code. Alright.
Okay.
How do we get to the med bay? Is it down that hall that would take us to the new loading screen?
I'll give it to you guys because you have access to the map. It is on the second floor on the left side. So if you go up the left staircase, it goes up to the second floor, and the med bay's right there.
Alright, let's go!
Now you guys have explored
all the rooms here.
the first floor. Go to the second floor. Let me switch you guys. I'm assuming you're coming up the left stairs.
Yep, that works for me.
Somebody else ran. Edward, can we? We're gonna go ahead and take a quick break right here. I'm gonna use the restroom, and I'll open the map up for all of you. Just so you know, there is a catwalk that overlooks the first floor that connects the.
Okay.
I need to look at it, see what division this is. This is either the HR division on this right side, or it is the sales division. But it is importante. Importante. It is the HR division. So it says HR on the far right side. The staircase that you guys came up is the med bay. There is break room below you, and IT server room on the far right side.
Okay.
So you have 4 rooms, 4 main areas here. But we'll take a quick break before kicking back in with the. I'm assuming you guys are going to go into the med bay. But I will say, as you guys are coming up outside the med bay, it feels strangely warm on the inside of the med bay.
Good. Oh, I have to stand. Looks good. Stop the model. Very good. Oh, did your parents get back to you? They're not coming? Okay.
Lewis.
It's probably the probably the I guess most self-destructive aspect of D&D is the snacking, or the feeling the need to snack
I know I'm
across
getting
the
hungry.
section. I've munched on sunflower seeds. What else?
Are we
I've had
talking
a
something?
couple. I've had a cup of coffee, sunflower seeds, can of Pepsi. Now I'm looking for something else.
That pizza sounds good now.
Yeah.
Where did did you put the pizza away? Oh my god. Oh, I see it. To the what? Oh, I see it. Mm-mm.
Okay, I'm back.
He's there.
Okay, is everybody there?
Nah, in a second. I'm getting pizza out of the fridge.
Oh, there you go. Pizza. Wow.
Okay. Alright. You ready, Daniel? Time is returned.
I has returned.
And not dying a horrible, horrible death. Okay.
Okay. So,
I'm back.
outside of the med bay, you can feel a little bit of a warmth. From outside here, it's not too intense, but the closer you get in the inside, you can definitely tell it's getting hotter. You would be able to hear, all of you, heavy footprints coming from the inside. And you listen a little bit closer, it's not just one set of footprints. You hear so I'll leave you with that. It's on you guys to investigate.
Okay.
Sorry, I was chilling. I didn't want to be the. I didn't want you guys to be chilling.
So, did we hear the footsteps in this direction?
They are inside the med bay. You would have heard them clomping around in there.
Which direction was the med bay? North, south,
Direct north of you guys. You came up the stairs right next to it.
Okay.
If you head directly south of your current location, it says the break room. Across the catwalk leads to the HR on the left and the IT server room on the right.
Okay. There we go. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Can we see through the door into the med bay?
Yes, the arch is open. All of these doors are open except for this one in the top.
And I'm going right here. I didn't realize that door was up. And I'm just going to peek my head in. What do I see?
In this current area, it is kind of like a receptionist part, and it has a desk immediately in front of you with some nice flowers on there that are starting to wilt, probably from the heat.
Then what? Alright. Then I'll go in and. I'd say I'd rather go right than top.
Okay. As you move right, you immediately see something starting to walk down the hallway towards you. It is one of those phantoms, the humanoid taller ones, except this one is on fire.
Yeah, more fun.
And it is walking down the hallway towards you. It's almost like this guy might be patrolling the whole medbay area, and that's why it's a little warmer. So he is steadily moving towards you. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me. Okay, yeah. Yeah, he doesn't notice your presence.
Can I
That's what I'm
shoot
talking
at him?
about.
You can go ahead and make an attack at advantage because he does not know you're there,
Let's do it.
and this will trigger a surprise.
At him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, and then I will...
Natural 20. We'll see if the guy survives.
Alright, and then...
Holy cow.
Okay. Now you die.
And he died. So that you shoot him. So a couple important things. You notice as soon as he gets hit, fire flares out in the direction that he got hit. So assume if you were in melee, you'd probably get injured by hitting him. When he dies, he explodes and into flame, and you see in the nearest, maybe 10 feet around him, lights on fire for a moment before fizzling back out. And it was a pretty violent explosion. So being down the hallway was a good thing. That does trigger the other guy, however. So we're going to go ahead and roll initiative. He just heard his dude explode. And there's a gunshot. Hey, buddy.
You didn't expect me to having shot?
I mean, hey, that's how you do dungeons, is stealthily. Sneak attacks, they do a lot of damage and keep your damage low on yourself. So, wow, okay, so he is first. Yeah, he's gonna do his bonus action. You're gonna see, looking down the hallway where you just shot the one there, Edward Kenway. You're like, oh yeah, I exploded that guy. Immediately you see another one appear. And then he turns. And then you see him flits to the end of the hallway. And he appears and he starts charging the psionic blast, but that was his action as well. So Edward Kenway.
How far away am I from him? 10 feet?
Yeah, he's 15 feet.
Okay, so if I kill him, let's just say hypothetically, he's gonna kill me.
Oh, this one's just a normal guy. He's not on fire.
Oh! He's not fire. Okay.
There was only the one special one in this area.
I will take... Of course, that's the guy. I will do steady aim on him. I can, there you go, get him.
Get diffed. Hits. Make it 2. So you shoot him, and immediately he explodes. You will notice one thing fly out of his being, his like blackish presence. You see a like a name badge fly out onto the ground.
Alright. I picked it up.
It says Dr. Langley on it.
Do we know who that is?
You guys have no idea.
Is Einstein with us?
He's sitting down on the first floor. You can call him up if you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
Call him up. He runs upstairs. Oh yeah, what's up?
I show him the keycard. Who is this? Or name badge.
Oh, Dr. Langley, he was one of the doctors of mental health and development here on Talos I.
Well, he's dead.
Sad son of a
It was now.
bitch. He pours a little bit of beer out onto the ground in his memoriam and then takes a swig.
Prepping out to pay respect.
Mm-hmm. So, with your 2 phantoms down, a quiet overcomes the medbay.
Well, what is this door?
So in here, this looks like it was... so actually, this is a kind of an interesting one. You see a little bit of pipes that carry gas and energy throughout the station, and this was like where it was kind of housed for this area, and they just put it in kind of like one room. It looks like it had a leak that was spewing fire at some point until the gas ran out in this area. You might assume that is where the fire phantom came from.
Alright. Is there anything of interest in there?
You look through, everything in this room of seemingly value looks incinerated.
Yeah. This room.
Okay. Inside this room is a storage closet. Looks like it has multiple handy materials for repairing and fixing things.
Can it fix anyone's mental issues they have?
Give me an investigation check.
I only ask his parent has one. Our investigation stuff.
It's okay. Some things are not impossible. Even though, like this is, it's a fairly organized room, and you see kind of like a sheet of wood. And as you peek around the sheet of wood, there is a recycler charge.
What is that?
This is a fun item. When you throw it, it kind of opens up a mini wormhole or a mini black hole, and it sucks everything in within 30 feet of it and collapses it into material. And if
Oh, cool. So it's like a grenade.
yeah, kind of. It does a lot of damage to living things too.
Alright, I will take that and put that in my inventory because that might come in useful in a fight.
Say, was recycling?
Is a recycler charge. I can drop the item in the inventory in there so you can read it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. It does 3d10
Alright,
force
so
plus 3d10 bludgeoning. And if it brings a target to 0 hit points, they are recycled. So you have a couple of rooms here. This immediate room to your left is a doctor's office where it looks like it has 2 desks in it. Currently, I was like, is there anything in here of note apart from the desks? They do have one blue screen that has a log on it that has a couple of patients that were recently seen here. One of which would be of note to you that says Morgan Yu.
Which is that guy we're looking for.
Yeah, the CIO.
Alright. Is there any... These doors have like a keypad on it or anything? Or do we see a safe with the keypad?
No safe
Keypad?
and no door with a keypad yet.
Alright. Then what is in this room?
This is the morgue in this top one. And currently you would see approximately 3 cadavers, one on each separated space from the top of the room.
Alright. Einstein, come here.
He comes in. Hey, what's up?
I want you to look at these bodies. We read the log on here that the Morgan guy was possibly here. Maybe he's in one of these morgues. Tell me if you recognize any of the chat.
He looks over. Nothing. Nobody here that I recognize. They might have been from different areas of the space station. Maybe the cargo bay. They might have done shipping and receiving. Who knows?
Anything of note in here or anything worthy?
Unless you like dead bodies.
No. Alright. Next. What about this door?
This is a mini bathroom. With a sink and stall.
Do I see anything under the stall?
You look under. You see a little bit of water that's kind of pooled up there. It's a little discolored.
No, nothing of interest.
Nope.
Alright. Then what is this?
This is an interesting room. This looks to be a patient observation chamber. This main room that you're in is filled with a couple of seats, and it has a glass window that lets you see the patient on the other side of the wall, with a door that is currently locked by key code. There seems to be a person that is deceased on the other side of the door.
Alright. Can we try to open the door with the 04, with the 7-1 or 1-7?
1-7. You punch it into the keypad, and the door opens up.
Yay!
You see a deceased gentleman wearing a rather ornate ring. The manner that they died, though, is not what you would expect. They seem to have had their head exploded.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, they are wearing a rather ornate ring. And he has a neuromod sitting next to him.
So what's the ring do?
You're not sure?
Cordell, Garrett, Baron, do you want a ring?
Oh, one other thing of note. He
We
had
have the ability to
Okay.
identify it.
You do?
I was saying I thought we had that ability. Yeah, let's identify it.
I think Garrett currently has the item to do so.
What's the item called again?
It's in Grapeshot's inventory. It is the Crystal of Identification.
Yeah, then I'll use the crystal identification to
It is
identify.
You sit down and hone in on the ring. And as you look, you take the ring off of the man's hand to identify it. He has a tattoo slightly above his wrist that is a tattoo of the Scarlet Brotherhood. As you pull the ring off and start to identify it, you get this glimpse of what this ring is capable of. And for a moment, you can almost see like this individual's past with what this ring is capable of, and it is a ring of water walking.
Cool.
The wearer of the ring
That allows you to like walk on water.
lets you walk on any liquid surface.
Even lava?
There is some semblance of liquid in solids at that stance. I'd argue it'd probably let you walk on acid or poison.
Alright, cool. Well, whoever wants the ring, whoever wants the ring.
So
It
I say we
doesn't.
keep it for a rainy day. It's coming.
It does not require attunement too, which is the fun thing about the water walking ring. And also, yeah, it doesn't. This isn't the one that immediately rises you to the surface, unfortunately.
I actually keep. I want the ring of water walking.
I think it can also merge with the ring of jump thing. So now, like, oh, here's a liquid surface. That's another platform.
There you go. Do you guys want to take the neuromod?
We might as well. We're just keep collecting them.
Okay. So far, you have 2 of them. 3 of them
Oh,
unspent.
3 of them.
Well, Cordell has the one. I'm leaving the other 2 in the party sheet. Baron, did you want to
And
check
what's
out
the
this
next
last
one?
room? During their investigation?
That's
What was that?
yeah.
Okay. In this last room, this seems to be the head doctor's office. The one that is responsible for checking mental stability of people in patients. Baron, I want you to go ahead and give me an investigation check. Okay. Looking through, you're searching through the desk. There's a larger desk in the far bottom side of the room. And you're not really seeing anything. You're like, it seems like there's something that's pretty important within this space, given how important this doctor would be, especially with something as physical as the neuromods.
Is there anything that stands out?
Nothing is standing out, but you get this intuition that you feel there should be something here.
Oh, take something.
And or if it is, it's pretty well hidden. Because you probably see a couple scatterings of papers on top of the doctor's desk, which it is Dr. Langley's office. But there's nothing's coming out to you.
I guess I'll just go back to the group and then we'll work together.
Okay. So you reconvene and let them become aware of the room.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's my understanding we all go to the room and let's block.
Okay. Who would like to attempt to search now? The DC is slightly higher.
My investigation is 5th, so anyone better than me.
You can also assist somebody if you'd like.
I'll do it. I'll search.
Okay.
Because I can. I've got investigation skill, and I ain't afraid to use it.
With a natural 20. So, as Baron sort of instructs Cordell where he's already searched, looked through and siphoned through some of the papers and nothing really standing out, it kind of, with Baron's deduction of where he's searched, Cordell sort of zones into the desk. And as you pull out one of the drawers, you notice there's kind of like almost like the drawer is too shallow for how thick it was when you pulled it out. And you kind of assume that there's a false bottom to the drawer. You slide it back, And inside there is two things. There is a vial that is a potion of greater healing, and there is a note.
Okay. And what does the note say?
Pull it out, unfold it. It seems to be like a memoir from Dr. Langley, signed at the bottom. Written, "I'm worried about Morgan's mental health. Something seems to be changing in him. Maybe he's injected himself with too many neuromods."
Well, I don't trust those things.
Oh, come on. You're just stabbing yourself in the eye, through your eye, and into your brain. What could possibly go wrong?
Exactly. It was based on this message. If this Morgan guy was going cuckoo in the head, maybe he's the one that set all this shit up, and maybe he's working with Django, or he is Django.
I was going to say he might actually be Django.
Alright, so let's do this. Don't tell Einstein about this. Let's just keep it quiet. Let's just keep this between us, and if we run into this Morgan fellow, I want to ask him the same questions as you asked the other doctor. We need to make sure this is the real person. And we want to make sure there's nothing off with him either. I always saw those notes. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Alright, cool. Alright. So now we went to the med bay. Where's his office at? We need a key card.
So the third floor is it's kind of interesting. That is the map of the third floor, which his office is the big one in the bottom center. At the top of the staircase. Okay. So if you continued up the staircase, you'd be right here next to his office.
Wow. Do you guys want to explore this floor more, or do you want to just go up the staircase to his office? And see if his key card is there.
I think this might be a good opportunity to break from what we're doing and go check out his office, since we seem to have a hot lead.
Alright. Okay. Let's go to the third floor then, Mr. Pack.
Let me move your tokens up the stairs to the third floor, because you guys will come out right in front of the hallway to his office, essentially. Drop uno más. So immediately, as soon as you come up to the third floor, let me detail what these rooms are for you. This one immediately up to you is a large boardroom. You can see a giant table with a projector screen, multiple coffee cups in there, and scattered paperwork. You would know above that is a machine shop, like for fabricating and creating things, something akin to that. The sales division is on the far right, and slightly below you is Morgan Yu's office with his assistant's offices directly below. This door is currently closed, and for some reason there is this other room on here behind the office, but it doesn't detail what this room is on the map. The big hallway. The big hallway, essentially. So, up to you guys. Let me make it so you guys can move your tokens. And let me open up my loot tracker. Okay.
I say, do you guys want to go to his office first, or do you want to see if we can get in the door? And if not, then you might have to find something in one of the rooms nearby. Or do you guys just want to search first?
I think we search the office first.
Search the office first? Alright. Let's go on and then Pat.
Okay. So you start making your way down the hallway. You go ahead and move your tokens. There is just a desk on the outside that... Oh, you flying. Is it all blacked out
we
for
went
you?
the wrong way.
Yeah. It's in here where the... Come in the hallway. Into my hallway.
Yeah, the gray.
I thought it was down.
Yeah, the gray area is the lower floor, because this is kind of like a balcony that overlooks the lower areas. So this would be his receptionist desk here. Currently no receptionist to be seen. And the door is closed. It's a heavy metal door, almost like a security bunker. And there is 2 turrets set up outside of the door to sort of defend the door. As you guys start to walk up to the door, you'll hear the voice. Sorry guys, it's locked. Let me get that for you. And the door will slide open. The voice of Morgan Yu. As the door opens,
Oh shit.
you will
Is
be...
Einstein still with us?
Yes, he is. As the door opens, you'll hear the voice call you. Come in, come in.
He says he's Morgan Hugh. That's him, Captain Edward Kenway.
Are you going into the room?
I'll stand at the doorway.
Okay.
At the doorway.
So as you
And then
look into the room,
I'll say,
all you see is a floating robot.
yeah.
Nice to make your acquaintance.
Alright, well, it's before I come in, we're a little skeptical of some of the shit we saw here. Can we have someone ask you a few questions?
Of course you can. I'm the one that invited you up here after all.
Einstein, get over here.
So Dr. Ein Brown walks over. Yeah.
Do you recognize him?
And all you see is a robot, like a floating robot. It's probably about the size of a large binder. I don't know what that is.
Actually taller than this robot.
You are taller than the robot.
Do you recognize this man who's talking to us?
My databases inform me that you are Dr. Ein Brown. Thank you for the work you've done on the space station. He's like, okay, who are you? I am January, robot created in Morgan Yu's vision. He embedded me with his own voice to sort of be the mental capacity to be able to talk into him, to be the little thing on his shoulder.
Oh, so he's physically not here.
No.
Oh, I thought he was here and the robot was also in there with him.
No, it's just the robot.
Ew.
So, the robot, known as January, will say, I was recently activated not long after Morgan Yu apparently returned to the space station. He disappeared for some time, and his arrival has reactivated me. But since then, I don't think we've been able to locate him.
That's gonna be my question. Do you know where he's at?
No, I can't locate him. But there should be some terminals that he sort of stops for a second. You see him like roll the little gyro ball eye that he has in front of him. It seems that the network is offline. Let me reactivate that for you. And you see him fly over to the back wall, plug himself in. and then he'll snap back into it. The terminal on the first floor should be activated now to let you know where the other members of Talos I are. If they have a bracelet on, it'll give you their job status, their current location, and their vitals. And also, interestingly enough, the last thing that Morgan's fabricator created was this key card. As he flies over, there is a larger contraption in the back of the room that is currently destroyed, like somebody just bashed it in. But the last little thing, it's kind of like a giant 3D printer, is created a key card. There's something else here that might be able to help you. As he flies over into the middle of the room, he lifts up a neuromod and places it on the desk.
How many of these neuromods have you been finding?
What about them?
All yours, Cordell.
So you're saying that we just got a neuromod that you're going to give me, huh?
Oh, there's also one more
You can have
thing.
them. I don't want any of them.
There's also one more thing that Morgan had in his possession that I should probably give to you. It might assist you in finding his location.
Okay.
He will pull out one of the drawers and pull up a wand and place that on the desk as well.
We won.
This here is a wand of magic detection. It has 3 charges, and while holding it, you can expend one of the charges to cast Detect Magic. It regains 1d3, or possibly 3, charges at dawn.
Okay. So it charges once a day. You get to use it 3 times a day.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
It lets you
Who wants
cast.
the wand?
It lets you cast Detect Magic for the expending a charge, essentially.
Does it require attunement?
Nope. The wand is kind of like interesting looking too. You can tell how many charges I'd like to think inside of the focus at the top, like the little glass bubble.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll take it.
Alrighty.
Alright. That could have been a real good item for a grape shot.
Yeah.
Why are you helping us?
My what do you call it? My reason for being, my existence, was to guide Morgan on the correct path. Now that he's returned, I just want to see it through.
Is there anything in his office that we might find useful?
Apart from the items that I've delegated, I don't believe there's anything here that you might find useful. If you need more assistance throughout the space station, feel free to try to contact me if you have the means or capability to.
How will we contact you?
Via magic or communication system.
Scream for help.
Scream for help.
Hey, you have to ping his IFF code.
Also, if you know his IP address, we'll ping you.
Oh, there you go.
I'll use one of the charges.
To see if he is magic? Oh, yeah, just see what is magic in the area. Currently in this area, January does emit a little bit of magic, and it would be just be conjuration, I'm assuming? Just of kind of what's holding his body together and allowing partial divination, I'm assuming, giving him the slight ability to cast certain spells. You have a couple of your items that are magical, and then Doc Ein has his lab coat of holding, and nothing else in the area exudes a glow.
Right. And I asked this January fellow, and I asked, is there anything interesting up here on the third floor besides here?
Define interesting. The boardroom.
Any good loot?
The sales. I cannot detect loot in the area, or something that you would deem of worth note. But I'm sure you might be able to find some.
Would it be worth to come back down to the first floor and looking for that terminal?
You could certainly try that. To see who might be in the area.
Alright. Well, what do you guys want to do?
So basically, we've got 2 unused Euromods. We've got a wand to detect magic, and we're trying to decide what we're doing next, correct?
Yes. Do we want to go down to that terminal, or just you said, or he said, whatever you want to call this robot? There's not really much good loot up here.
That he knows of.
So,
Okay, he knows of it.
January.
Yes.
January, my good friend, sir. Can you locate specific individuals within the station?
No, but the terminals should be able to provide you access with that knowledge based on the wristbands. As you see one of the arms fold out of the kind of like flat part of January's body, and it points to the wristband that is on Dr. Ein Brown's wrist.
Okay. Fair enough.
Do you know of anyone else who came here?
After my activation, I believe you all are the first ones to come back.
Do you know a guy named Django?
That name is not in my database.
Okay. Alright.
Alright.
Well, then I'd say let's go down to the first one, look for the terminal.
He will
My
say,
suggestion.
he'll say with the key card, you should be able to access the elevators to freely move up to the Arboretum.
Ah, perfect.
So, this opened
There you
up more of the space station for you all. But
Can you tell, if, I know you can't tell if there's anything living, but can you tell if the bridge is activated or anything weird has happened in the bridge?
he kind of like thinks for a second. You can see a throbber pop up on his eyes, where there's like spinning circle like he's loading.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to my knowledge is happening on the bridge.
Alright. Well, let's go down to this terminal, I say, and then let's see who is all here with us. And that might tell us where we should go next. Everyone good with that idea?
I think it's a good idea.
To the first floor we go.
Okay. So, are you guys planning on staying on the first floor, or are you going to come back up to the second or third? Because I don't want to move the tokens down there if you guys are going to just come back up here afterwards.
That is up. I would say that really comes down to what we see on those terminals.
Okay. So let me just read it before you make a decision. You all go back down into the security room where you previously saw the blue screen. Now it has an active screen that shows personnel. there is a number of people that are deceased all over the space station. There is a couple of people that are deceased that have made it off the space station. 2 individuals immediately strike your attention that show alive. The first one is Dr. Serena Muniz, lead planar travel, alive, off station. That would be your planeswalker friend, Serena.
Mm-hmm.
Another one, Tyrion Oldark, shipping and receiving tech, alive, off station. That would be the person that Django tried to frame for murder back in Spelljammer Hall. Alex Yu,
Right.
CEO, alive in the Arboretum. Morgan Yu, CIO, unknown, Talos I Bridge. Danielle Show, head of IT, alive, Psychotronics. Dr. Alexandra, lead astral travel, alive, vitals pending, very low, crew quarters. Dr. Igayo, lead Warforce specialist, alive, currently in the shuttle bay. And Dr. Ein Brown, lead interdimensional travel, alive, in Talos I lobby. The last one, you see one more individual that is currently alive as you're looking at the screen. You hear a voice come up on almost like a global intercom throughout the space station. All of you, for anyone that is still alive in the space station, here on Talos I, take cover. There is a dangerous man wielding a pistol. I believe he was headed towards the bridge. Just take care of yourselves and hopefully hope and help will arrive. The sound will sort of fade off before you will hear a couple of gunshots rack over the whole intercom. You see the last person on the list that was alive, Captain Ollivander, captain of Talos I, alive, then flickers to dead. Talos I Bridge.
Does it show who was in the room with him?
The only other person in the room that was on that list was Morgan Yu. But their vitals are unknown. It doesn't show alive or dead.
Sounds like our boy right
should
there.
we run up there to the atrium and run down the hallway to the bridge, since we now have an idea where he's at, and try to take him out? And then come back and explore, or do you want to explore first? Then he might go
Nope.
somewhere else.
I think we go get him now.
We know he's there.
Yeah, we know he's there.
Active shooter. I think we should take care of the active shooter.
All right, take us
But
to
if I had
the
a-
atrium.
That.
Go ahead.
Do you have a printout of the
Yes, I can drop all of them because it was a lot. It does have all of their statuses, and I'll drop that in the Discord for you all. And most of these statuses are not going to change unless the people are actively traveling with you. So there you go.
We should probably keep Brown in the mid or the shuttle bay then.
Yeah, we'll keep our. Well, do we want to? Because what if the Morgan guy is Django?
Yo.
Guys,
We gonna start running into some stuff that's gonna kill me. Look at me. I'm weak and frail. Bad guy looks at me wrong and sneezes in my direction. I'm gonna die. As he takes a
But
sip of
you've
beer.
got beer.
That I do.
yeah, but
You've got beer.
I can
would
sit
you
here.
rather die that, or sit there and get liver disease and let you kill yourself by drinking all the time?
Slow and painless. How about I stay here in the Morgan's office with January. If you need me, I'll be here.
Let
Nope.
me ask you a
You
question.
come with us.
Yeah, actually, I like that, but I want you. You're coming with us, if you like it or not.
You guys can either roll an intimidation or a persuasion check.
I'm not rolling shit.
I will roll a persuasion.
And I'm gonna cast guidance on Edward.
Just gonna let a guy die.
Nice.
He ain't gonna die.
He's guidance. D4.
He's totally gonna die.
I'm always so.
No, the thing is, what if he stays down here? He might get himself killed.
But you trust
He
Jerry?
Stay-
You trust Jerry?
No, if he gets out of our protection, he's as good as dead.
Yeah, that's pretty much what
And
I'm saying.
besides,
Exactly what Gordo was
that-
going to say.
so that's part of it. The other part of it is I'm still not sold on him being innocent. I still think he's Django, enjoying us wandering around the space station.
Okay. Mimics, you can never trust anything.
No. No.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Is he going to come with us?
If you guys are guaranteeing he can stay survived, he will keep his distance in each of the encounters until you guys can keep it.
Absolutely. He'll stay alive.
Bro's gonna get
Guarantee it.
sneezed on by a thunderbolt and die.
I guarantee that I will keep him alive as best I can.
As best yeah, put the caveat on the end of it. So,
I have him packed.
do you guys want to finish investigating the second or third floor, or would you like to save it for later and book it towards the Arboretum?
Let's
Save
Let's
it for
come back to
later.
it later because we have the active shooter that we need to go take care of.
Okay, so let me pull up my next set of maps here, because Arboretum would be the next one, which this map is huge, by the way.
That's what she said.
Yeah, this map is pretty big. You guys are going to come up in the very top of the map, effectively, because this is where the elevator is going to dump you out.
Alright, where would the bridge be?
So immediately in front of you, because this is like a trail that leads through the gardens and stuff like that, there is kind of a small mountain immediately in front of you that has an elevator that goes up and goes into that area. It looks to be like a big office or a building on top of the mountain that this elevator takes you up to. There is a trail that goes around the right side that has an elevator that immediately goes down. And that down area is what leads to the bridge. Further on the far bottom, there's a hill that goes up to the second part, the second floor essentially, that is a giant greenhouse. And underneath the greenhouse, it says crew quarters. So you go downstairs to go to the crew quarters. So let me open your tokens here.
So I say let's run towards the bridge.
Okay. Stealthily or as fast as possible?
I say as fast as possible because if we sneak there, he'll be gone by the time we get there.
Okay.
So which is it then? This one?
The right side.
The right side, okay.
Far right side.
Oh.
This one. That is the bridge.
Let's go there.
Okay. So, you make your haste over in that direction. I need everyone to make a stealth check at disadvantage.
Why advantage?
Because you're running.
Well, what if I have my padded shoes that make no sound?
I'll give you get a normal one.
Okay.
All still rolling pretty high.
And I'll use my knack as well.
Oh, so the other important part about this arboretum, because this is where they grow food and stuff like that for the space station. The roof of this arboretum, this is at the very top of the space station, like at the head of the space station. And it is all glass with multiple frames that interconnect the panes of glass. So you can see outside of the space station from here. And it probably looks impressive. You just see the vast depths of wild space from your current location.
How high is the glass?
We're talking maybe a couple 100 feet. It's not easily accessible by any means.
I just want to make sure somebody doesn't shoot it.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's also, you'd probably assume it has to be pretty sturdy for being inside of wild space. But you guys immediately rush down the elevator, and it leads into a hallway that has an access door at the end of the hallway that says bridge.
Alright. Is there any map for the bridge?
Well, you run down to the end of the hallway and you try to open the door for the bridge. And it says access card.
Can we use the one we have?
You can try.
Let's try it.
You scan your current Morgan U badge. And it says access denied. And then it seems like a little flash pops up. And it says CEO access only.
And then Morgan Hughes, the CIO.
Yep.
Of course he is.
You'll hear a voice pop into all of your heads. It seems that whoever is in there, within the bridge, is only allowed access via Alex Yu's keycard. Alex Yu has a copy of his keycard tucked away in the crew quarters in his bedroom. If you want to get into the bridge, I'm assuming you'll need that keycard.
Alright, so it sounds like we're going to the crew quarters.
This is what makes it very video game-esque, stagey. You need to get the one thing to go to the next there.
Backtracking.
Oh, you guys, you did that. It's all good.
Alright, well, I guess let's go back up the elevator and back to the atrium and let's walk through it.
So you through the arboretum?
Yeah, let's, I guess, head towards the crew quarters.
So you just go direct south of your current location.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes down into the crew quarters. Which, you guys, with your stealth rolls from before, you're still okay. You notice that, I think while you're walking around here, you can see the larger building that is in the center of the arboretum. It has like this wooden dock that's built around it, and it has multiple turret sentries that are set up on the dock. So you'd probably assume that that was a nice like sort of barricade or like holding in, defending off against some of the Typhon. Which, as you guys walk towards the crew quarters, you see you'd sort of step down at the bottom, and it goes down into another hallway. And as you open into the crew quarters, this map is large. It is very big.
That's exactly what she said once again.
It is very, very large. Hakatua.
I've seen so many of that fucking meme.
This place is massive. It opens up. Let me drop all your tokens on here. You come in from the west side. It is 3 stories tall. The first floor here is equipped with a kitchen and dining room in the far bottom left, a game room in the mid left, all of the housing in the sort of arch area on the top side, and it has a recreation center in the top middle. On the second floor, there is a bar and a movie theater. And the third floor houses Morgan Yu's room, Alex Yu's room, and a guest executive suite that is accessible via the elevators.
Alright, I say let's go click the elevator and see if it works. And if not, we're going to need to figure out our video game. Let's see.
Okay. So as you start to walk in here, you see some people that are walking. There's probably about 4 or 5 of them. They seem to be wearing a spacesuit of some kind. And they turn and look at you. And you can see they're holding their head between both of their hands like they're in a severe migraine. They're like, I can't do anything about this. I'm gonna get you. And they start to walk towards you quickly like zombies. And that's what we're gonna pick up next time.
Alright.